if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we've got Bobby Okereke. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Colts and the Panthers on Sunday night.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a former starter, of course, for the Panthers back in 2019. It's Teddy Bridgewater. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Bridgewater on 1st down. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. This is Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 19. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Hines. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Play fake, Cousins. And right away, he lost the football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them, and plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run again with Hines. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's Hines. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. They run with Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bridgewater to throw it.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. 11 yards for number 11.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Bridgewater. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And the Panthers coming out now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 12 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Panthers at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And this is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Play action now, Bridgewater. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football, they're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins, he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They'll throw again. Cousins. That caught by Trimble. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense back out. We take a closer peek at the dual threat back, Nyheim Hines.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Bridgewater.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. James has got it, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard very sudden.
That time they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but it looks simple. spot to exploit, and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins now.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back to the ground with Robinson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down, here's Cousins. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
First down, Bridgewater.
That's going to be caught by Allie Cox.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bridgewater.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Cousins throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third and short yardage. Cousins looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Throwing, Cousins, finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Ryan Tannehill, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Hines. By him and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Right back to him on first down.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking right. It's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Pinero's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here now Roberts. Officially that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hines found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down. It's Hines, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Play action now. Bridgewater. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull. A snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start. Offense.
To throw is Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead.
On first down, Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
97 yards now for Hines on the ground, and that's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
To throw, Bridgewater.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing third down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Amari Bardo
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, give up 3. That's a win for their side.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down. Made it about the 43-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Cousins.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs to keep up with your team.
And the ball is knocked out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
The Panthers about ready to take over. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Here's Madison running on 1st down. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Cousins to throw it. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and...
Cousins now. Over the middle to Smith.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Now Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Madison.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. And he got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Alexander Madison there to make the grab.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Bridgewater again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go. It's and for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That one finds Pierce right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Shaq Thompson, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Off the play fake, Cousins. His throw incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Cousins to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Hines. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 6. 37 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Pass complete. It's Madison. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Colts, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
I'm really
really out for blood this time, look.